Good afternoon and thank you for watching this video. I often make these videos after having a conversation with in a meeting on the telephone with businesses that are trying to improve their outlook really and either increase revenue or increase profile. And I've just told a story to a hairdresser that I was speaking to. This hairdresser has been in business a number of years and it doesn't have a particular strong brand. It's not hugely high end, but it's a great hairdresser. It's a good neighbourhood hairdressers, but without a strong brand. And they were questioning the importance of brand, which is something I'm very passionate about. And I told them this story, and it's not really to do with brand, but it is in lots of other ways. I told them this story about a bar that I worked in probably 15 years ago, and before I worked with the bar, it was the coolest bar in town. It was one of those destination bars. As soon as it opened, the press were there every night. They had celebrities. Behind the bar was a great mixologist. The product was great, music was good, everything was great about this bar. It was the most fashionable bar for about 18 months. But like with many of these very, very fashionable uber fashionable places, bars or restaurants, after a while the crowd moves away to the next big thing, and that's what happened to this bar. So the owner, who was a very successful businessman, a very wealthy man who didn't really need a bar business, he did it for fun, called me up and he said, "Look, Jason," he said, "I know your history, what you've done for bars and restaurants and etc. before. Can you come and have a look at my bar?" He said, "The crowd is gone, it's moved on, and we don't have enough customers, and what I call the second generation of customers. They didn't have that second generation coming in after the Uber cool had left." So I said, "Yeah, I'll come and have a look." He said, "Look, you can make any changes you want really," which is music to my ears. Anyway, I went down and I spent a couple of days in the bar just watching the service, watching what's happening, the customer behaviour, probably drinking too much, and I learned quite a bit. And then for the next couple of days, I actually sat across the street and watched what was happening in the street, watched the behaviour of the customers, and saw why they weren't choosing this bar. And the interesting thing was about this bar is there are two big windows that were covered in this tinted perspex, so much so that you couldn't even see into the bar. So the next morning I got a couple of guys and we went round in early morning. We actually ripped the perspex down to reveal these great big windows that flooded the lighting, and from the street you could see straight into the bar. Within 2 days, 3 days, the business had completely changed around. The business was fantastic again. Not with the coolest crowd that had moved on, but with a good, spending, nice crowd that were coming in regularly. And the reason is that with the perspex on the windows, without knowing what was behind the windows, people didn't know what they were walking into. Before, when it was a destination crowd, they'd been communicated to, they'd heard about the brand, they'd heard what was happening. But when that had gone, all the public had to do was look at the windows. That's how they could see what was happening. When he removed the perspex, they could see what was happening. And the message is about branding, really. That's what branding should be. Branding, the brand, your brand story is there to tell your potential customers what they're going to experience when they interact with you, when they engage with you, when they buy from you. That's what the branding is. That's what it's for, to tell your customers a story, your potential customers, before they come in. So it was lovely to tell that story to the hairdressers. I'd not forgotten about it, but it's something I haven't talked about for a while. What I want you to do today is have a look at your brand story, and is that strong enough to tell your customers, potential customers, what they'll experience when they engage with you, when they buy from you. Anyway, thank you for listening to me. Have a great day today. Enjoy your business.